All right, welcome back. It is the Vegas Take. Sharp and Shapiro rolling out on a Wednesday, baby. Hump Day. Coming up here in just a few minutes. Mick Akers from the Review-Journal going to be joining us. Is there any reality to the story that the Oakland A's might be moving to Las Vegas? Mick will be joining us here in just a few minutes. We've heard these rumors swirling around. Are the Oakland A's going to be moving to Las Vegas, right? Of course, we have the Aviators, and we all know they're the affiliate for the Oakland A's, so that's something. And then, of course, we know that where the A's play is probably arguably the worst ballpark in Major League Baseball in the country. So Mick Akers from the Las Vegas Review-Journal is joining us for an update on this story. He's been covering it as he covered alien stock also, and he came on our show to talk a little bit about that. Mick, thank you so much for joining us. How are you?
Pretty good. How you guys doing?
What's up, man?
Doing good. Okay, Mick, so give us the update on this. You know, we've heard these rumors circulating. I heard a rumor that they're going to tear down the Rio and that they're going to build a new Major League Baseball ballpark there. Then the Aviators come to town, and people are like, I'm telling you, the Oakland A's are coming. They're coming. So, Mick, is this just a not reality, or is this actually, you think, going to happen?
Well, there's been a lot of build-up just revolving around Major League coming here with obviously the Rio rumors, and then Henderson also looking into maybe trying to lure the Diamondbacks here to Henderson. Then you have, this story pop up with the meeting between the mayor and the Major League commissioner, and he throws out, hey, the Raiders are about to be playing in Vegas, and your fans are going to be watching them from here in Oakland. If you guys aren't careful, this might be a reality for the A's as well.
Wow. Okay, so if it is a reality, and I know that you said the Major League Baseball commissioner says that there's no plan, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's not going to happen, right? That just means that the commissioner says there's no plan right now.
Yeah, he was saying there's no immediate plan. Some other sources told me that some of the rumored stadiums that could or may or might not get built here in Las Vegas was not in play in any of this kind of conversation. It was just more tongue-in-cheek kind of saying, you guys let this happen once again, and you guys are kind of making this a difficult situation for the A's with the county, and the city fighting over the land sale. So he was just kind of saying, hey, you guys have played with fire before. You guys lost the NFL, so it looks like you guys might be looking to go that way with Major League Baseball as well.
So it's kind of a leverage play. Now, if this were to happen, what would happen with the Aviators and the new Las Vegas ballpark?
Well, obviously with the A's, being tied with it, could stick around, remain, but, they could work out a deal where, they would have to provide some financial compensation. Obviously, they've built a $100-some-odd million new stadium out there that, just opened last year. Maybe the compensation, buy them out and maybe put them in another market so they wouldn't have everything concentrated here in Las Vegas with the A's. So, there's a couple options there, but obviously with the A's being the parent company and, I'm sure Vegas would like to have a Major League Baseball team. I'm sure a deal could be worked out.
Would it be a situation where they maybe move that team to a different market and they bring in a different team and have them play at the Las Vegas ballpark? And what's the capacity of the ballpark, by the way?
It's about 10,000 for that one. I wouldn't imagine them bringing another Major League or a minor league team affiliated with someone else. Could be kind of a strange scenario having that going on with another Major League team actually playing home games here. So, just be some kind of, they'll have to figure out some kind of use for that stadium. Obviously, it's, one of their, the nicer ones, of that size in the whole country. So, just be a weird situation, but, once that comes, I'm sure they'll meet it head on and, take care of that.
I remember when management from the Oakland A's held a press conference. I'm not sure if you were at that press conference in regards to the new AAA ballpark, and I had an opportunity to speak with Billy Beane. And I asked him some questions about the possibility of one day maybe moving the team to Las Vegas. And he didn't say no. His response was, we're very happy in Oakland right now. Never say never. That's what he said to me. Now, if he makes that comment, never say never, I believe if he was truly happy there in that stadium, he would not have made that statement. I think you could read between the lines. I don't think the entire organization is content and happy with where they're playing right now, Mick. At least that's the idea that I get.
Oh, that's for sure. And I don't, that's not a question. That stadium, something needs to be done with it. Obviously, it's old and aging, and you've heard all the stories with, some of the sewage issues and rats in the soda machine and all that stuff.
Awful.
Obviously,
wait, hold on. I didn't hear that.
And it's actually dangerous. It's dangerous outside of the doors of the stadium. A lot of gang activity takes place.
Wait, hold on a second. I didn't even hear that, Mick. Maybe I never heard that story. I believe you. Tell me this again. There were rats in the soda machines at the ballpark?
Yeah, apparently someone saw one in the press room.
There's plenty of rats in the press rooms in Las
Yeah.
Vegas. Trust me. I'll leave that one alone. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, no problem. Yeah, so obviously they want a new facility no matter what. So, either or, they're not going to, continue playing there at the Coliseum. So they're going to have to kind of work to this deal, with the city and the county fighting over letting the A's get to buy the land off them. So, it's going to play out. I guess the next hearing on it is in November. So, we'll find out a little bit more then.
Well, Mick, this is a story that we definitely want to continue to cover. You've done a great job with it, and I'm sure you would agree Major League Baseball in Las Vegas would be just another fantastic option to have. I appreciate your insight into this. JD, you had another question?
Yeah, I got one more question. Do you think that the market can sustain a Major League Baseball team? And you're probably looking at you would have to have a new stadium, at least 35,000, probably closer to 50,000 with a retractable roof because of the heat, obviously. What time frame would you be looking like to actually get this thing built and off the ground if it were to actually take place?
Yeah, it'd be, I'd say getting the plans, everything in set, I'd say 3 or 4 years down the line. So obviously it wouldn't be immediate. As far as sustaining it, I think, Major League having, 35 to 50,000, it might be a stretch. I think, maybe an NBA team might be a little bit better fit in this market as far as it was already, thought as a basketball town just with all the UNLV stuff. And then with the Golden Knights success,
Summer League.
they can support everything. So I think as far as if you're going to bring another league here, I think, NBA would be the way to go, in my opinion. But, they proved this wrong with the Knights and the support with that. So you never know. Just winning helps a lot, I would say. So, just hindered a lot of factors there.
Mm-hmm. Well, Mick, appreciate your insight into this. We're going to continue to monitor the story. Great job. We appreciate it, and hope to have you on again soon, my man. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Mick.
There you go. It's Mick Akers from the Review-Journal covering this story with the possibility and the rumors circulating of the Oakland A's moving to Las Vegas. I think we all can agree eventually we're going to have a Major League Baseball team. Eventually we're going to have an NBA team. It's just a matter of time. When is it going to happen? How is it going to happen? Will it be sooner than later? And I actually think we're probably going to get an NBA team before a Major League Baseball team. The reason for that is we already have the T-Mobile Arena. We don't have a Major League Baseball ballpark.
And it's a proven concept here with the Summer League selling 15 to 18,000 tickets every single weekend. I mean, but I do think that if Major League Baseball comes to Vegas, there's a lot of guys that they just hang out at sports books all day long. If you added a sports book and if you created a way to actually bet inside the stadium, you would get 10 to 20,000 just guys that hang out in sports books all across Vegas every single day at that stadium. And I think that with how fast the city is growing, and there's about 5 to 10,000 moving here every single week right now. It's actually the fast growing city in America. I believe it would be sustainable. And again, you have to always look at free agency. Free agency is a huge deal. Lower taxes here and the great atmosphere of Las Vegas as far as the underpriced housing with the housing market is reasonable and all the things to do. I think that we could sustain any sport here, Major League Baseball, NBA, NFL, doesn't matter what it is. So I hope this happens.
How about professional roller derby?
Could
we sustain that?
Could we sustain professional?
Yes.
Who does, Brian?
How about professional bowling association?
Who does?
How about table tennis?
Define
we can have
that.
like the.
Again, you're making these ridiculous statements. What does that even mean?
I'm just having fun with you.
Okay.
I can't joke around with my co-host once in a while. Why are you so serious today?
Of course,
By the way,
we could sustain table tennis, esports.
Thank you.
Bowling, croquet.
How about Super Nintendo World Championships?
I would like to see more PGA events. Hopefully, one happens over at the New Wynn Golf Course. That would be because I think we can do 3 or 4 of those a year too.
By the way, I am glad you were a little jumpy this morning because you were a little jumpy last night at the end of the Vegas Golden Knights game. You had a case of road rage, and I'm going to talk about it when we come back. And I'm going to get everybody's opinion on this, whether they think you were in the right or in the wrong. And you might be surprised with my opinion on this one. But, yes, my co-host, JD, he might see me a little jumpy today. He's sleep-deprived. He had a little case of road rage last night as we were leaving the Vegas Golden Knights game. I'll explain that story when we come back. But before we get to taking a break, as I always say, we like to take care of our listeners, right? We gave away a pair of tickets to the Silver State Brewfest last segment. Well, now I'm going to give away a pair of tickets. 5th call. What do you think, JD? What number caller should for this one?
What is the prize, Brian?
The Age of Chivalry Renaissance Festival. 1 pair of single-day tickets to the Age of Chivalry at the Sunset Park. That's this Sunday, October 13th. The doors open at 10 a.m. Event runs Friday the 11th through Sunday the 13th. Again, this is a pair of tickets.
Is there jousting?
That I don't know. I don't know if they allow real swords into this thing. Probably not. I would say that probably wouldn't be a safe environment for children.
But showing up dressed as Jaime from Game of Thrones would be okay.
I don't see why not. I think that would be encouraged, would it not?
I would hope so.
Is that who you would dress up as?
I would probably dress up as... That's a really good question, Brian.
I would just dress up as Donald Trump so everybody would want to just sword me to death. Anyway.
That would make perfect sense.
All right, so what number? What number caller should we do right now?
Let's do 20.
You want to do the 20th caller?
The 20th caller.
Okay, we'll do the 20th caller since JD asked for it. We'll do it. We'll make it more difficult on one of our producers, Johnny. I'm sure he's very happy to hear that you just said 20th caller. All right, 20th caller right now to the Age of Chivalry Renaissance Festival. You will win a pair of single-day tickets to Age of Chivalry. 20th caller right now, 257-5396, 702-257-5396. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about a case of road rage involving my co-host. It was pretty bad last night. We'll talk about that coming up next. You're listening to the Vegas Straight right here on the all-new 101.5 FM, 720 AM, KDON.